Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show, Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, I'm excited because my guest today is Allison Pavone. It depends on how you want to pronounce that, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Pathway to Wellness. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I am so excited to have you here today because if you look at our world, we are a suffering people.
Yes.
And not very well.
No, this world is in big trouble.
Yeah.
Big trouble.
As you look out and see what we're dealing with, what do you think is our number one problem?
I would think, first of all, fast food is one, a lot of processed foods, and the other thing is time.
Yeah.
Time. People just load up their schedule, they run from one place to the other, they have all these kids to take places, they compact their calendar, and the other thing is individuals don't know how to prepare food. They don't know what to do for the week, but if you literally take out one day on a Sunday or whatever day you have available, a few hours to prep some food, you can have amazing dinners every night and not go through the drive-through of McDonald's or Burger King or for any fast food for that matter.
Now, I know this, I'm putting you on the spot, and when I was a kid, everybody took home ec.
Yes.
Boys and girls, didn't matter. You learned how to cook, how to do all those things.
Yes.
And I think we've lost something.
Definitely.
When we don't do that.
Definitely. Nobody knows how to cook today. Everybody's lost that way because of the processed foods we have and the frozen foods we have and the time that we have. Both parents work. Years ago, the mom usually stayed home somewhat. But, today it's just on the go and it's doing and definitely lost the way of cooking.
Yeah.
Definitely lost the way of cooking for sure.
So let's talk about fast food just a little bit.
Sure. We're in trouble.
Yeah. Because in order for us to get to like it,
right,
they add things to it.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes, they add a lot of chemicals to it. So, if you think that you're going to McDonald's or Burger King and you're getting a salad, and everyone's like, oh, a salad's really healthy. But the problem is those salads are full with chemicals because they're keeping them in a refrigerator to last a really long time. So even those bag lettuces that you get in the store, they're obviously spraying some sort of pesticide so they can last.
You can taste it.
You can taste it, yes. The best thing to do, honestly, is with the summer coming, is go to the local farmer's market. I mean, we have a huge one here in Raleigh.
Right.
It's very inexpensive, it's homegrown, they're not spraying with chemicals, and they're fresh. So it literally takes 5 minutes to make a salad and to put in those fresh vegetables. There is no reason to get bag lettuce and any of that, stuff.
Well, because those are chemicals, but those are heavy metals.
Yes.
That get embedded into the brain and into the fat and all those things.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of times when I coach clients, brain and gut health is very important.
Huge.
So huge. So what you have in your gut affects your brain.
I tell people 90% of all disease starts in the gut. Absolutely,
absolutely. And there's tons of diseases that you can cure just by curing your nutrition. There's Alzheimer's, they've been shown, functional medicine doctors who I work with a lot have been shown to reverse that.
Oh, sure.
With ADHD, autism, things like that. It's a very, very sad society today. And unfortunately, like our generation and our kids, that's who it's going to impact if we don't change this today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what is something that some person can do to change? Because sometimes people look at something like this and say, oh my God, that's overwhelming.
Well, yes, they feel like it's overwhelming. So as a health coach, what I do basically is I have a discovery session with them to find out what they're doing. Some people may not know. They may get a loaf of bread and say it's whole wheat bread, but necessarily the stuff that's in that bread is just not good. So there's other breads that we can look for, and sometimes they just know how. So what I'm going to say is the less ingredients is the best. You don't want a lot of list of ingredients because it's just, then it's not good for you. If you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't be eating it. So there are different types of bread, but I would say what they can do is first just kind of see what they have and clear the clutter. Get rid of all the junk and the processed foods. Just eat whole foods. Eat vegetables, eat, quinoa and whole grains. When I say that, sweet potatoes, brown rice, and just eat a lot of protein, like good protein. And honestly, that'll change so much today. I mean, people could do it on the weekends and prepare a lot of stuff.
So help me out here, because somebody's watching this and
Yes.
they're thinking their 12-year-old kid is saying, I ain't eat quinoa.
Yes. So there's a way of making it tasty, okay? So there's a lot of different recipes. As a health coach, I send people recipes. I help them prepare food. I make black bean brownies, which are delicious. My kids love them. There's certain protein bars that we can make fresh.
Just get gas.
You may. But you know what you don't get is the toxicity from all the sugar.
Yeah, that's really true.
Yes. So there are different options out there. People just have to explore it and open their minds to a little bit more of healthy foods.
I just finished writing a book on brain health, and sugar is a big thing.
Big thing.
The average person eats enough sugar in their lifetime. Listen to this. Enough sugar in their lifetime to, those big dumpsters they use when they're cleaning out things, those huge commercials. They eat enough sugar to fill that dumpster in their lifetime.
Terrible.
And we wonder why we have cancer and
diabetes and heart disease. And, yes, definitely. It's funny because as women are only supposed to have 25 grams of sugar per day, and for men it's about 38 grams. We are over exceeding that by triple the amount of each individual person.
Well, and that's not how much you should have.
Exactly. That's just the limit.
It's like God didn't say I want you to have 38 grams of sugar.
No, but
that's not in the Bible.
No, but unfortunately they're eating triple that.
Yeah.
In a day.
That's really true.
It's true.
The average.
The average.
There are some people who go way over that.
Yes, yes. And the thing of it is that, fruits and vegetables are really good for you, but I always tell people kind of go with the low sugar fruit, because unfortunately, bananas are great for you and they're good, but they just have a lot of sugar.
Lots of sugar.
A lot of sugar. And it's natural, but yet it's sugar. So try to eat the berries, the blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, things like that. I used to be a big fruit person, and since I become a health coach, I literally probably eat one fruit a day, and that's usually strawberries in the morning, and that's it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, so I do discovery sessions. I just want to say that. So if anybody is interested but doesn't know where to start, we can kind of take it from there, and they're free discovery sessions, and then I kind of tell them what I do. But, I've changed a lot of people so far.
So if she's picked your interest, here's her website right there. Contact her, find out what might change your life forever. I tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like to have you back on and maybe do a little bit of cooking show with
Absolutely.
you. Is that cool?
That's cool. And here's for the thing. My niche is men and women, and I do families. I'm very passionate about families. I literally will go to the supermarket with them. I will show parents how to cook. I will clean out the clutter in their kitchen, show them what to look for on labels, what not to buy for labels. And the kids really enjoy that because it piques their interest, because they can see that healthy could taste really well.
Well, it gets them involved in the choice.
It gets them involved, exactly. And then as the mom, she doesn't feel so stressed because we kind of work that out, and I give them ideas to cook and what to cook, and they can prepare for the day, and then they know how to do it. Then they know how to do it.
Go to the website right now. Don't change the channel. We got a whole lot more coming up. Hey, I always love finding people who do what they love and love what they do. And sometimes it takes time to do that, to figure that out. And I'm with Dennis Money today. He's with a company he has called Pet EMT. Dennis, thank you for being with me.
Thank you for having me.
I am so intrigued by this because everybody, well, I say everybody, but a majority of people just have pets and absolutely love them to death.
Absolutely. A lot of people have pets. Most of the people they love them like their children. Some people have pets instead of children.
Yeah.
And so they're very dedicated to them.
So this started as years ago because you worked with animals in animal hospitals?
I did. I was a vet tech and a hospital manager for 19 years.
Wow.
Then I decided to start my own pet sitting company.
Okay.
And did that. I actually just closed that a couple of years ago. But Pet EMT grew out of that, where my customers' animals were aging out. They were getting older, they were having health issues, and the owners needed some help getting them sometimes to the hospitals. And the veterinarians recognized that there was not a service in the area that provided that. So with my medical background, I developed an animal ambulance service.
How cool is that? So here's somebody who's got a let's say a Great Dane or something who's extremely ill.
Yeah.
And the owners don't know what to do with it. They call the vet?
Typically they call the vet. And the vet will normally respond, we need to see it.
Yeah.
The problem is the owners can't get it in there. They can't pick it up, they can't get it in the car.
Right.
And the veterinarians often will recommend us
Wow.
to come pick the animal up and deliver it to the hospital.
So you guys do dogs, cats?
Primarily domestic pets, dogs and cats. We do some exotics, we do birds. We've worked with reptiles in the past in the pet sitting side of things. We haven't had calls. We do get calls for ferrets, some of the small exotic animals.
Yeah.
And we do transport those.
Wow.
You know.
So here's somebody who's looking for help. I know you got a website. We're putting the website here. They can't call 911 and get you.
No, they can't. We do have a number. It's 919-876-3788. That will come directly to me, and 24 hours a day. After hours, we don't answer the calls. We let it go to voicemail,
Sure.
and then we check it.
Sure.
Unfortunately, sometimes people will call with questions at 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's not the best time for us to give answers.
Yeah,
So-
that's very true.
So, yeah, they can reach us typically 24 hours a day. Unless we're involved in an emergency at the time, it may take a few minutes for us to get back to them.
Yeah. Now, we've talked about the service a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about you
Okay.
and decisions that you had to make. And, you know, I've always said life is all about choices. The choices we make determine our future tomorrow.
Sure.
So you made choices.
I did. I've always loved animals. When I was in college, my dream was to be a veterinarian. Unfortunately, that didn't go the way I was hoping. Kind of ran out of money. And I did work at the vet school here in Raleigh for
Wow.
5 years, and realized that path was not quite what I wanted to do. I still wanted to work with animals, but I didn't want to work in the hospital setting.
Yeah.
At that level. So when I branched out on my own, it allows me to do what I still love. It's more personal. I get to work directly with the pet owners. Sometimes it's a coaching and advising scenario, not medically directed,
Sure.
but in terms of taking care of their animals and optimizing their relationship. And then when they need medical assistance, then we can step in and help them get their pets to the hospital.
How cool is that?
I think it's wonderful.
Oh, it's an amazing thing to do. Listen, if you've got questions, if you, I don't know, you might even have some things going on with your pet, why don't you get a hold of Dennis right now, go to his website, check it out, and see if this might be the answer you've been looking for with your pet. Don't change the channel, we got more coming up.
You're watching Loving Life with Dr. Weir.
Hey, I'm back with my, can I call you a friend?
Absolutely. I would love it. We're friends.
My friend Jessica Watt. She's with her, it's not an organization, but it's a Sweet Life.
It is. I'm like a blogger, a creative DIY blogger. So I blog at jessicawatt.com.
You got that? Okay, so today, because last time we made some Easter stuff,
did.
so today we're gonna make pillows?
We are. We're gonna make farmhouse kind of inspired pillows. Farmhouse is all the rage.
Cow manure on it.
What?
No.
Farmhouse decor is all the rage.
Really?
It is. Did you know that?
No.
And so I actually got to go to Waco, Texas, to Magnolia with, Chip and Joanna.
Oh, man.
And that just fueled my love for farmhouse. But I am all about.
I love them, by the way.
Aren't they great?
Amazing.
And they're having a
people.
boy. They announced this week that they're having a boy. I know, I love them. But they're so family oriented, as am
Yes.
I. But being a busy mom and having lots of kids, it's hard to do all that fun decorating on a budget. And I'm all about doing it on a budget. So I'm gonna teach you 2 easy ways to make some throw pillows on a dime. Because throw pillows can make a room, but they're pricey. So I found this is actually by Hearth & Home, which is their line at Target, and it's a placemat. They sold the pillows for like $14, but the placemat was $3.99. Yes. So, and this is going to be a no-sew project, so you don't have to sew.
So
This is what you're going to do. You're going to take your placemat and a seam ripper.
how amazing is this?
This is amazing. And there is these little threads.
Yes, I see them.
Yep, and we're just going to pull them up.
So that the seam ripper is just a little sharp instrument
Just
that
this little
pulls
sharp
the
tool.
thread.
You can buy it at a craft store. You can even buy it in Walmart in the crafting section.
Just do not try to carry this on an airline.
No, don't
Yeah.
carry it on an airline. That would be bad. And you can even get it in there and just kind of help it along a
I
little
try
bit.
to make it really educational. Oh man,
See?
and then all of us, you get a little, it's
Yeah.
kind of like opening the dog food bag.
It is. You get a little bit, and then you can just get in there. So, we're just going to do one little corner.
Yeah, really?
Just one corner. Let me get a few more there. All right. I'm going to rip it a little bit more. All right.
Okay, we got
We
it.
got it. Now, you can use batting that you buy at a craft store.
Okay, I know what batting is.
It can be kind of expensive. Batting can be expensive. So after Christmas, when everything goes on clearance, I buy the fake snow.
Aren't you something?
So I think I got this bag for like 25 cents. And it was like $10 originally. I waited until it went.
I love the way you think.
Yes. And we're gonna stuff it. Do you want to
Oh,
try
can
to
I?
stuff it?
Just a little bit at a time,
Yeah,
huh?
just a little bit at a time.
Well, how do you get it moved over then?
You have to.
I have very big hands. We need, and if you have like a small 2-month-old, they can do the stuffing in there.
Absolutely, good fine motor skills.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'll just keep pushing in
Okay,
here.
you just keep pushing in.
Yeah, and then shake it down. Look at
Shake
that.
it down. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. So we'll
Okay.
speed up our process a little bit.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so when you're looking at placemats, it has to be
Two-sided.
Two-sided.
Yeah,
So the cheaper ones won't be.
okay. And these were how much did you say?
I think they were $3.99.
Wow.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Now we can really stuff.
It's kind of like being at the buffet. You can really stuff now.
We can really stuff. It's a good kid project. So
So you can also use this, like, if you want people to think you have a lot of chest hair, you can use it for that.
you could use it for that.
Yeah. See,
Halloween.
yeah,
The possibilities are endless.
endless.
Endless. I love
Beards,
it. Your
very
Santa.
nice. Yeah. That's pretty good.
All right, that's good. So
Okay.
now, some women don't like to sew or they don't know how to sew, which is fine. So you're just going to take your hot glue gun and we're just going to glue. Trying to push our stick
Come on,
in.
little gun.
I know. There we go.
Where's Rhonda Allen when you need her? With the gun.
With the gun.
I'll
Thank
push
you.
here.
Thank you.
I feel like we're doing surgery of some kind.
I know, right? And then we're just going to fold this kind of over
Yeah,
and not burn ourselves.
yeah.
And then
And these get very hot, by the way.
they do.
Very
Yes,
hot.
they do. And then we're just going to close it up like that.
Cool.
You can make adjustments as you need to.
Yeah.
And then you have little throw pillow.
Little throw pillow. Look at
Little
that.
throw pillow. So instead of $14 or $15, you have one for $4.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, I got one more.
And this would be great, like, honestly, for like people sitting in their lower back. That's coming from a chiropractor.
Because the shape of the pillow.
That part's free. Yeah.
That's a tip, a free tip.
Yeah, free
okay.
tip.
Now, one more we're going to do really fast.
Yeah.
So pom-poms are really in right now.
Okay.
All right. So we are just going to glue.
Do you just glue them on?
We're just going to glue them on.
Can I start gluing?
Go. Start gluing.
Go.
Ready,
Here we
set,
go.
go.
And you just anywhere?
Well, I was kind of putting them in a spot,
Oh, I
so
knew
they're
that.
a little
See, I
bit
was watching.
symmetrical.
Yeah. Look at this, folks. If I can do it, you can do
That's
it.
right. And they sell these at Hobby
What do you mean
Lobby.
that's right?
You can do it. You're doing a great
Oh,
job.
I thought you were saying that, I
No.
wasn't that good.
No. They sell these at Hobby Lobby for I don't even know how much, but we just made it for maybe $5.
Oh, wow. So I need another stick, I think.
Okay.
See how it,
Oh, I think you're a little bit long.
oh, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sorry. And do these stay on pretty good
They
then?
do stay on, unless your 4-year-old likes to pull them off.
Yeah.
That's another issue.
Yeah, that's.
I know from experience.
How
But
cool
they
is this
totally
though,
stay
huh?
on. They totally stay on. For Valentine's Day, we made a big heart and we filled it with pink pom-poms. And that was really cute. Yes, it totally stays on.
Now, I mean, if you really wanted to be, you would mark a little spot where you want all these to be.
You
But
would.
who is
But
that?
we're not aiming for perfection.
Yes,
We're just aiming for
good looking
homemade,
pom-poms. So this cost how much?
under $5.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you made it.
Yeah.
It's not something you just bought.
No, you made it. And women love to make things for their home that they're proud
Yeah.
of. So this is my other trick. So the pillow inserts, they're really expensive. I don't know if you knew that. If you go to a craft store, you buy them. But at Walmart, they have outdoor pillows for $5. And so I just buy those.
I'm telling you, this woman is.
And then you can just switch it out. If you want to make different seasonal ones, you change up your decor. It will cost you $5 just to put another cover on it and you're good to go.
Then sometimes instead of zipping, I like to use the hot glue gun.
You could.
Yeah.
You could. Because hot glue always comes off. You just put a hairdryer to it and it will melt.
Wow.
You're good to go.
How fun is this?
How fun, right? And
yeah.
easy.
Easy and fun. That's what it's all about.
And you can do it yourself.
JessicaWatt.com. Go check her out. She's got a lot of blog and stuff to talk about. Thank you for being with me.
Thanks for having
You're
me.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of Loving Life. Listen, it's all about loving life, finding things that you do that will help you love life more. If it is a matter of finding a health coach to help you through the troublous waters of life, then let's do that. I love Dennis. Dennis was here talking about his dream of being in an area working with animals. Listen, life is all about choices. Where you are today is choices you made years ago. So if you're not happy where you are today and you want to be something else tomorrow, you better make some new choices today, because the choices today determine your future tomorrow. Please join us on Facebook, Loving Life with Dr. Weir. You can go to our website, drtimweir.com. We're on Twitter and Instagram. And I want to keep in touch with you because I want you to love life even more. So until next week, keep loving life.